good day. Hello. What's happening to my voice now? Okay. It's a good day to have a good day. Hello, TikTok. Hello, Facebook. Hello, YouTube. Good day to you guys. Hope you're having an amazing day. Let me introduce myself. My name is Nthabi, and this is Real Talk with Nthabi, a channel where you can expect everything empowerment and transformation. So if you're here and you want to be empowered, do consider clicking on that subscribe button and that notification bell so that you don't miss any of my videos. And of course, if you're watching us from TikTok, do consider joining me on YouTube. It's free. Subscribing is free. Don't have to pay a single cent. And I know that there's still a lot of people that actually don't understand that for you to subscribe on YouTube, you don't necessarily need to pay anything. All you need is a Gmail account. That's all you need. That's all you need. All right. So without a waste of time, let's just get into the conversation of today. So yesterday we had an interesting conversation with my audience on, obviously, here on YouTube and on TikTok as well. We were really speaking a lot on how to really be the best version of yourself. And on top of that, we had to somehow touch deep on acceptance. And, we had this conversation speaking about acceptance, the importance of accepting yourself, accepting your situation, accepting just each and everything that is happening around you. And I think when I think of the word acceptance, I think also of the importance of knowing what it means. Because when we say accept, I'm not saying accept the fact that you are you're not educated. Accept that nothing's going to change. You can accept certain things, but you shouldn't accept and just relax and say, okay, I'm accepting that I failed a couple of times and that is it. I'm not going to go back to doing my best. I'm not going to go back to trying my best and all of that. No, I'm not really pushing that narrative. But what I'm trying to push right now is that you need to use acceptance as a way to be realistic about what's happening in your life, to be true and honest with yourself, with your situation. I mean, we can speak about social media. I mean, I think one of the most important conversations that we've had, especially here in my channel, since, well, we often talk about digital marketing. We often talk about the importance of just branding yourself or creating a name for yourself on social media and all of that, right? And how you can utilize it. We know that a lot of people now are using social media for different reasons, are using social media for wrong reasons, or to just prove a point to other people. And we have Best Be Great. Thank you so much. I see you agreeing with me there. Thank you so much. So we using social media sometimes to just be accepted and all of that. There are a couple of people that would actually create content on social media, post content on social media, or post pictures, post whatever, or post things that are happening in their lives, and not because it's something that they just feel they want to do, but they feel like, no, I need to prove a point. I need to prove a point. It's as if you have signed a contract with, all the social media CEOs to say, hey, I actually need to be putting out this content, to share this content. It's like you're obliged to do it. And it's not the case. Now, let's go back to acceptance. Let me not lose you, okay? So when we speak about acceptance and the importance of acceptance and understanding that acceptance is key, you are freeing yourself. So meaning it's a point where you are breaking chains. So you're breaking chains, you're breaking anything that hinders you from just being truthful, being honest, and being real about what's happening with yourself and everything. And I think when we come to terms with even the word acceptance, we think a lot with maybe the lifestyle that you live. So let's talk about that. The lifestyle that you live. So let's assume that you had created a lifestyle for yourself that you were able to afford, which means like you were able to just have all this different cars that you want to drive, be able to go everywhere you want to go, and then life happens, and then only to find that you have to give away or what take back one or two cars so that you can save something else, or maybe you're losing one of your biggest deals or biggest clients, or your business closes down. It could be anything. Now you need to what, to readjust and go back to what, living according to your means, because now you cannot afford everything. Now it's so hard for people to actually adapt to change. It's so hard for people to go back to how they were. And now when we speak about acceptance, we are actually breaking that um what that mindset of saying, hey, no, you know what, I cannot go back to that same situation that I was in. I cannot go back there. And which means that you're not accepting your current situation. Instead, you are forcing things. You are forcing things. And you're forcing things that cannot actually be forced. You get my point. So there's forcing things that are just not forcible. That's what I'm trying to say. If there's ever a word like that, of course, forcing things that are impossible to do. You cannot force a lifestyle that you cannot afford. And I think, one of the reasons why I really read on even financial education, or educating myself about finances, the importance of saving even that 10 rand that you have, understanding where it goes and everything. It's so important. It's so important, and I think that has also helped me to see, okay, what is it that I can afford? There's a difference between having money in your hand and buying something and saying, okay, I'm going to buy this. Just because you have money in your hand does not mean you can afford that, even if the price is the same. And when you listen to financial gurus, or should I say, people that speak on finances, share tips on finances, they will tell you that it's important that you, if you're going to buy something, you should have at least double the amount in your savings or wherever before you actually consider doing it. And I was like, shucks, okay. So you can't just buy a car if you can afford it and you don't have, so such things. But of course, it's debatable. Don't come to me. Don't come to me. Don't come to me. Okay. I'm just saying things that I would hear. But the objective here is, do not do things that you cannot afford. Do not buy things that you cannot afford. Even if you could afford them then, you need to be realistic with the fact that I used to afford them then, but now I cannot afford them. So unfortunately, things have to change, right? Things have to change. So always understand that things need to change. You need to adjust and adapt to new ways of doing things. And also, the pressure that we put ourselves in when it comes to social media and all that is not really beneficial in any way. We're not benefiting anything because we are putting ourselves under pressure for no reason. It's as if someone is holding a gun in your head to do something, and it's not the case. It's really not the case. If you are well off, you're good and everything, it's fine. You do you, but don't do things just because you want to please other people. Don't feel like, last week I posted on social media holding all this expensive things or whatever, so it means that this weekend I also need to up the game. So it's like you have to maintain that, and that is really something that you shouldn't be focused on doing, because if you're not really doing things for yourself because you want to, then it's a problem when you now have to really keep doing things to please other people. You get my point? So doing things just to somehow trying to please other people is not really going to get you anywhere. It's not going to get you anywhere, unfortunately. It's not going to get you anywhere. So now, what is the importance of acceptance? I think when you accept yourself, when you accept, oopsie, I dropped water. When you accept yourself, when you accept your situation, when you accept where you are, when you adapt and readjust to the level that you're in. And sometimes, guys, it's not just about readjusting or something like that. So I don't want you to think when I speak about acceptance and thinking that, hey, you know what, it means that I'm focused mainly on a change of lifestyle from better to bad or whatever. No, I'm just speaking about realistically doing things that really sits well with you, that you are happy with, and accepting yourself. I think one of the biggest thing that you can do as an individual is to accept yourself. Accept yourself, appreciate yourself as you are, accept who you are becoming, and all of that. Now, we can also speak about our bodies, for example. I mean, there's a lot of people that are struggling from like they're being body shamed. There are people that are body shamed. There are people that are not really what are not really feeling great about themselves just because they're a little bit big, shabby, and all of that. They don't accept themselves because they feel like I need to be skinny to be accepted in this world. I need to be in a certain way or look a certain way to be accepted by other people, whatever, but they don't accept themselves. We won't have slender people all the time. There'll be slender people, there'll be average, there'll be chubby, there'll be big. We all different and beautiful in our own way. Beautiful in our own way. And we have to accept ourselves as we are. And something great about acceptance and I think, can we call it self acceptance at this point? I think let's call it that. Self acceptance. Self acceptance at this point, let's call it that. And I'm calling it that because I feel like everything that happens, or everything, is always an inside job. It always starts with you dealing with the person inside of you. It's an inside job, always, all the time. And for others to even accept who you are or whatever that you say, you need to have done that inside job and dealt with the person inside of you before anyone else. I hope I'm making sense. I hope that you hear what I'm saying. But that's what I want you to do. That self acceptance is so important. It will save you from being confused about making decisions in life. It will save you from feeling lost or just moving with the wind, going left and right, not knowing exactly who you are, what you're about, which direction of life you're taking. It will save you from that. And also, it will help you to be an honest and truthful person. An honest and truthful person. I don't know about you, but I strive to really be an honest person and just be true to myself, true to those around me. There's nothing joyful and peaceful and exciting than just being free spirited and knowing that you are just living your truth. Live your truth and accept the things that you cannot change. I don't know how many times you've heard this word, but I know that it's a word that is really of benefit, because if you can accept the things that you cannot change, you will be able to somehow have a way to deal with just anything that comes in life, because you have learned to accept what you can't change and really focus on what you can change. All right. So I hope that that is something that you're going to take out of this, and you're going to really work on accepting yourself for who you are. You're going to work on accepting any situation you find yourself in. You're going to work on accepting that you are not God. There are things that you can do and you cannot do. There are things that you will need to give to God to deal with. You will need to do that because you can't do it on your own. Can't do it on your own. Good morning, Rarona. Ke siame nya, ke siame thata, ke siame thata fela. Ke tshepa le wena o siame. Ke tshepa le wena o siame. Ne ke re ke a tlhatla kgang ya acceptance, because that's what we touched on yesterday, and it's a topic that really got to me, because I think we have a lot of people that are living in denial, people that are just living according to what others think of them. They're not accepting themselves. They're not doing that self acceptance for themselves, which I find it quite, hectic, because if I just pause, because like right now, I just paused for a minute and just thought about waking up every day, just starting my day, starting my activities of the day, and waking up, sleeping, going back, doing work, doing whatever, doing all of that, and doing all of that without being true to myself. Like, just thinking about it doesn't, it bothers me. It doesn't sit well with me, because I ask myself, yay, no, 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 no. Is that the kind of person that I want to be? No, it's not that kind of person that I want to be. I don't want to be that person. I believe that we need to be truthful to ourselves. We need to be honest with ourselves. We need to be real. We need to do things because we want to do them, because they are. It's the right thing to do, not just do it because, hey, Masiba is doing it, let me do it, or Masiba is expecting me to do it, let me do it. So yeah, that's basically what I wanted to share. But I think let's leave it here. Let's leave it here, and yeah, we will touch base again soon. And thank you so much for joining. And like I said, guys, if it's your first time on my channel, do consider subscribing. Do consider watching this video. And if you're watching it until now, it means that you've watched it till the end. I love and appreciate you. So yeah, I'm gonna leave you now. And yeah, take care and remember to make today count.